congratulations to Eliza Valdez. There were so many, as we're going to go through all the set highlights, and we'll explain through it for those who tuned in late, but there were so many great individual performances here on both sides, and we'll go through that in a bit. Let's go back to set number one, and Neil, take us through what happened through the 5 sets.
When we started this ball game, Creamline just really entered this guns blazing. They served really hard. Na-feel ng Chery Tiggo yung pressure. They weren't as calm and relaxed as they were in the 4th and 5th sets. And that was the storyline for the first 2 sets for Creamline.
These are scenes from that set number 1. As we mentioned in set number 1, Chery looked tight. And remember, we were delayed by at least 30 minutes because of a uniform issue. And we wonder, we will never know, we wonder if that had something to do with them starting a little slow and starting tight. Set 2 was more of the same, maybe even worse, no? Talagang binakbakan sila ng service. Reception was a problem. If not for Din Din and Jaja and some of those nice sets by Nabor, that probably would be even bigger, yung lead and yung final tally ng sets 1 and 2.
In set 2, Gemma Galanza and Tots Carlos really took charge in the offense. That's why it's also hard to pick just one player of the game.
Mahirap talaga.
Kasi ang daming deserving, but again, Eliza Valdez, very steady in this ball game, not just in scoring, but also in the non-scoring skills.
So, happy ang Creamline dahil naka 2-0 sila dito. And then we said at the start of set 3, do not underestimate Chery Tiggo all throughout the tournament, even in the semifinals. As recently as the semifinals, they've shown character, composure, and they've shown that they can come back. That's what they did in set number 3. Baliktad naman yung nangyari. Yung talagang reception naman ng Creamline ang nagsuffer.
Yeah, set number 3, Jaja Santiago had a lot of great sets from Jasmine Nabor as well as Din Santiago Manabat. They were able to take a lot of players out of the system dito sa Creamline Pool Smashers. And it was just a dominant win in that set number 3 dahil mas marami ring errors ang nakomit ang Creamline.
Tama. And again, the Santiago sisters delivered on cue. Set 4, they look not only dominant, but they look confident. And even the other players now got into play. No? Shaya played well. Mylene had her spurts. Elaine Casilag, Giselle C. pinasok at gumawa. And of course, si Ostero din.
If we get to check at the final stat sheet later on, right now, you see Chery Tiggo challenging Creamline to a 5-setter na hindi pa full potential yung scoring capacity ng iba nilang players.
Right.
What more in game 2 if they are able to make those adjustments? But in that set 4, like what you said, Boom, they were just confident. They were rolling, they were cruising, and we even saw new plays from the book of Jasmine Nabor.
All right. And then, set number 5 was all about the start. 5-1, if I'm not mistaken. 7-2. And they never looked back.
Yeah, for Creamline, it's, well, looking at their past teams, mahirap kasing kalaban yung Creamline sa 5th set. Why? Because they have a lot of firepower to burst your defense sa simula pa lang. And if they manage to establish an early 5-6-point lead, you bet that they will continue that to the 15th point.
And they have a lot of firepower, but they also have, arguably, or whatever, the best finisher of the game. Eliza Valdez is clutch. She said this season that